You've seen the movies, a tomb is opened, a curse is released, and everyone dies in mysterious ways. But did the ancient Egyptians actually spend their time writing death threats on walls? The short answer, not really. Most tombs had 0 curses. But if you go back to the Old Kingdom, you will find some very specific threat formulae. These weren't magical death spells. They were more like legal warnings. They usually said something like, if you touch this tomb, the great God will judge you. Some were a bit more creative. One tomb warned that any robber would have his neck wrung like a bird. Graphic, yes, a supernatural curse. Not quite, but the famous curse of the pharaohs that we know today didn't actually start until 1922. When Howard Carter found King Tut's tomb, Lord Carnarvon, the guy who paid for the dig, died of an infected mosquito bite shortly after the tomb was opened. The newspapers went wild. The press claimed there was an inscription saying, "Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king." The problem, that inscription didn't exist. So, if there was no curse, why did some people get sick? Science has a much scarier answer than magic. Ancient fungi. Tombs were sealed for thousands of years. They were full of Aspergillus flavata toxic mold that can cause deadly lung infections in people with weak immune systems. There was also bat guano, essentially old poop, which releases spores that cause histoplasmosis, a disease that feels a lot like a mysterious curse. Add in some stagnant air, ammonia, gas, and 3,000-year-old bacteria, and you have a recipe for a very bad Dano magic required. The Egyptians didn't want to kill you with magic. They wanted to protect their ka, or soul. To them, a tomb was a house, and nobody likes a home intruder. In reality, the curse was a brilliant marketing move by newspapers to sell more copies during the 1920s. Fear sells. Even Howard Carter, the man who spent the most time in the tomb, lived to be 64 and died of natural causes. He always called the curse Tommy. So next time you see a movie mummy, remember, the real danger isn't a spell, it's just really, really old dust. Follow for more myth-busting history.